Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into Family Guy Season 2, Episode 14, titled Let's Go to the Hop. This episode is packed with goofy moments, awkward teenage drama, and of course Peter's wild antics. The story begins at James Woods High School, where Meg and the other kids are getting ready for the big spring dance. But things quickly take a strange turn when the school finds out that students are chewing a new drug called toad. Basically, the kids lick hallucinogenic toads to get high, and the teachers are shocked and horrified. Principal Shepard warns the students not to do it, but of course, this only makes the kids more curious. Meanwhile, Peter hears about the situation and comes up with one of his ridiculous plans. He wants to help Meg become popular at school, since she's always left out and embarrassed by her peers. When Peter finds out about the spring dance and the toad problem, he decides the best way to keep an eye on things is to go undercover as a teenager. Yes, you heard that right. Peter disguises himself as a high school student named Londo Griffin and enrolls in Meg's school. His disguise is hilarious, with baggy clothes, a backwards hat, and an over-the-top cool guy attitude. Somehow, the kids believe it, and Peter becomes instantly popular. As Londo, Peter actually manages to make a name for himself. He becomes friends with the other students, hangs out in the cafeteria, and even gets invited to parties. Meg is thrilled at first, thinking her dad might help her finally fit in, but quickly gets annoyed because Peter steals all the attention. Instead of making Meg popular, Peter ends up embarrassing her even more. The other kids look up to Londo, while Meg is ignored as usual. This causes tension between father and daughter, since Meg just wants her chance to shine. The main plot continues when Peter, still undercover, discovers that a lot of students plan to bring toads to the school dance, determined to stop this. He tries to act like the cool guy who's also against drugs. But of course, Peter being Peter, he makes a complete fool of himself. The school dance scenes are full of funny moments, especially when Peter shows off his terrible dance moves and tries to act like a high school kid even though he's clearly an adult. At the dance, Meg finally gets her chance when she's nominated for Spring Queen, which is basically the dance's big honor. For once, it seems like Meg might finally get some respect. But things go wrong when the students find out that Londo is actually her dad in disguise. Everyone laughs at Meg, humiliating her once again. She runs off upset, feeling like her father ruined everything. This leads to one of those rare heartfelt moments in the show where Peter realizes how badly he messed up. Peter goes to Meg to apologize. In his own awkward and goofy way, he admits that he just wanted to protect her and help her feel special, but instead he made things worse. Meg forgives him, even though she's still embarrassed, and the episode ends with their bond as father and daughter slightly stronger. Of course, being Family Guy, the show wraps up with a silly gag, reminding us that nothing ever stays serious for too long. Meanwhile, there's also a funny side plot with Brian and Stewie. At one point, Stewie becomes obsessed with the idea of licking toads himself after hearing about the craze at the school. He imagines all sorts of benefits, like gaining new powers or controlling others. Stewie even goes to ridiculous lengths, trying to capture a toad in the backyard, but Brian stops him. Their scenes add some extra humor and balance out the main storyline with Peter and Meg. Let's Go to the Hop is a mix of comedy and teenage awkwardness, showing once again how Meg is always the unlucky one in the family. But it also gives us some funny moments of Peter pretending to be a teenager, which is completely ridiculous but very entertaining. This episode stands out because it puts Meg in the spotlight while still keeping the humor focused on Peter's crazy disguise and antics. So that's the story of Let's Go to the Hop. What did you think was the funniest part? Peter pretending to be Londo, Stewie chasing after toads, or Peter's cringe dance moves at the school? Let me know in the comments, and stick around because next time we'll cover Season 2, Episode 15, Damn It Janet, which is all about Stewie falling in love for the very first time. You don't want to miss it.